Go ahead and jump over to us so you can see our handsome faces. I have the privilege of talking with Dirty South Killers, the DSK out of Florida. Man, these boys are cool, man. I've actually had the privilege and the honor of meeting them and playing with them. I actually got to see a few of them this weekend for the awesome event that we got to do for the SpeedQB 4v4 pistol tournament at SS Airsoft. Shout out to y'all. It was a really awesome event. We had a hell of a good time. I speak for us members of PBZ that was there. We had a hell of a time for the whole event, for the gathering. Had a bunch of good names out there. Amped Airsoft had Tap. We had some big wigs out there this weekend, and it was really exciting to do. But we're not going to talk all about them. We're going to talk about this team, and we're going to help put them out there as they deserve. This is a really cool team, really good group of guys, very humble. I love how humble these guys are. So I'm excited to have these conversations with them. If y'all are going to be in the chat or have any, let me know anything that's technical issues. The last couple of podcasts have been a little laggy. Hopefully it doesn't happen to this one. All of these gentlemen are in the United States. So we're going to see if that was the issue. So let me know in the comments anything that's like that's going on, lagging, any tech stuff. But if it does, go ahead and say it. It will be recorded. This is being recorded, so it will be up later. So please excuse me for that. But before we start out to that, y'all know what it is. This is Coffee and Airsoft. So what do we drink on this? We drink coffee. And the best coffee to be getting is the Alpaca Coffee. Them guys show me love. So I show them love. I'm always sipping on Alpaca Coffee for this. Holler at them. They're in the description. Please go get your coffee. And you can go get a mug if you want to. Forget all that. DSK, my guys.
What's up?
What is up, y'all? Man, this is cool. Again, I thanked y'all before this started, but I want to thank y'all again for being on here with me. So I'm going to kind of hand it over to y'all a little bit and let y'all let me know who y'all are, where you're from, how long you've been playing, such and such. You're welcome to kind of pass it off however y'all want to, so we're not having to do roll call. Your screen may look a little different than mine. But if I could, since I've had Prudy on here before, if I can get him to start it, and then we will go from there if you want to. Prudy, tell me, who are you, my man?
As y'all might know, Prudy. Might recognize it, from DSK. I'm actually in Indiana. I'm going to be, I am the captain of the Midwest operations of DSK. As got with me Captain Jason down there, had my little bro DSK Rowan, Mason, Ben, Pax, and Cracks. I always do that. And Red is Pax.
Yeah, you get us confused.
You already like twins anyway. I always confuse both of you. And then the little bro Frankie down there.
Yo.
That's my OG's team up there.
Leave it.
Eight
killers.
We've reached. We're now. I think we got 12 guys.
Yep.
We can get everyone to go up. We've back. Damn it.
Yeah, especially that one on the top left for me.
Yeah, everybody's lagging, but that's a Discord thing when you start getting a lot of people in here, so you may have to just do a lot of audios. That's Discord. Yeah.
You want to still go down, and let everybody self-introduce, or...
That's fine, yeah. If y'all want to do that, that's completely fine.
All right, Ben, you want to start it?
You want Ben to start it, bro? This is my family, bro. What are you doing?
All right, let Jason in the middle start it.
Hey, guys, this is DSK Head Captain Cultivate. How you guys doing? We're out here in Deltona, Florida, which is Orlando and Daytona. And we're trying to do something big in Florida and bring official fields down here. We got a few, Battalion, out in Jacksonville. And there's going to be a new one in Tampa coming. And officially, there's supposed to be another one coming in Jacksonville. So we might even see some real big West Coast teams come out here eventually. I'm excited to see that. But me and started this team, and now we're 13 strong 2 years later. So I couldn't be more humbled to have a more talented, hand-selected squad of killers.
Believe it.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir. So I'm DSK Fresh. I'm the captain. My dad is I'm his son. We've been in it for almost a year or 2 years. Um, what else? My number is 08, I guess. That's really it. Shout out to Speedsoft and Blowback Masters.
Yes, sir. Definitely blowback. I see Jason over there representing with the blowback in the background.
Finally got to meet Ben this weekend, and me and him hit it off great. We actually ran like Murder Squad man at GE that night, and we were putting in work, bro. I had such a great time hanging out with him. Big things are coming.
Ben is an awesome, awesome dude. One of the nicest dudes you can meet. He really is. He's very, very. He too is very humble. He doesn't seem like he acts like he's a big shot by no means, and try to carry it that way. He is in for the culture for sure, and not himself.
And being a guy that owns the company and travels around and is in your face, playing with you at the field,
Yes.
hanging out with you, asking you tons of questions on what you might want him to have. You know, he's a great person to have in your corner. I can guarantee you that.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, I had the privilege of meeting him over this weekend, and got to play with him at a GE as well. And GE's, man, shout out to them, man. If y'all ain't been to GE yet out in Georgia,
I want to check it out so bad. But when was that? The Houdini was down there last.
I posted
This
pictures.
weekend.
We got a picture from actually in the mall looking in, which, to be totally honest with you, I thought was the most unique perspective because, low key, I'm looking into eventually owning a field, but with the concept of it, you got little kids that are walking by, and I guarantee you, unless your parents are super, super left,
Yeah.
they're not going to pull you away from the window, bro. And then you've got new little kids that are hooked in the sport for the future.
Yeah.
No brainer.
Yeah, I've seen tons of people that seem to be genuinely interested in what was going on through there. Almost made me a little bit low key nervous when I got people staring at me right here, you know, and it's.
It does
You
seem
know why,
so
though?
weird.
Because they were giving away your spot. You were in that snake cut spawn trap, killing us over and over and over.
And they was dead giving me away exactly where I was too.
Like standing behind you playing poker.
They're like, look at this guy over here. He's killing everybody.
That's basically
Like
what they was doing, is handing me over. But man, that field is awesome, man. I had tons of fun. The vibe there was super cool, man. The guys seemed really laid back. I didn't have a problem with any unsportsmanship kind of thing. Everyone seemed real cool. Everything went very well there. I really enjoyed it.
The workers were really nice too.
They was very welcoming, and man, it was a nice environment to be around. It was laid back. I didn't have nobody screaming in my ear about this or that. It was just nice to have. So I really enjoyed
How
it.
about be able to go to the food court and just get dinner from like 10 different choices?
Bro, you ain't kidding me. It threw me off to see so many. A Burger King in there kind of threw me off. And then we ended up going to where the hell was the name of that? One of the Chinese restaurants in there. Is where we ended up going.
That's, I think.
It was super good. It was really good. But it was a nice little mall, nice little area to go into. I was a little nervous, low key at first. I'm like, I don't want to walk into the building, with just guns everywhere. I feel a little.
That's what I see. Red flags everywhere.
Yeah.
And there was little kids coming out with AR, with HPA hose hanging everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no barrel cover and everything.
No barrel cover, no nothing, right out of the front door of the mall.
Yeah. And that kind of took me for a spiel, because if we would have walked in there geared up in my local mall, I guarantee the police would have been all over that. Just like, what's going on
Do
here?
that in Jacksonville, that's gonna happen. Instant with SWAT team.
And it still had mags in it from SS. So I was walking in with a belt with mags on it. That's crazy to me.
Like
Yeah.
army in there. You're going to fight in war. It's
But-
like it's that
well,
Alice store. You can keep going down the line for
Yeah,
calls.
yeah. Continue
Well,
on.
I'll go ahead and go.
Yeah.
DSK Rome, number 13 on DSK. I was probably, realistically, other than Frankie, I was the first member of DSK to get picked up. Met Jason when I first moved down here and went to the next place. I was all like Milsoned out, Hawaiian shirt, like JVC plate carrier, everything.
Oh yeah.
He liked my play style because I used to play paintball back in the day. So, I've been on the ride ever since then. I don't think I'll ever go anywhere. This is family to me. And I've been playing for about 5 years or so, maybe 6. I've kind of lost count, to be honest. Too many BBs spent.
We were talking about that the other day. I think it's been 5 years.
It's like
I
a
can't
million.
remember now.
To be honest,
Started right before
most people up in Indiana, they know me by Beans. And anybody at HTK knows that story. I was up at Red Arrow one night, and I was camping out there because that's what they do. Let's through the Nelson events up at HTK and Jason's house. And I was cooking a can of beans, and I did not open the can properly, and it blew up, and Harrison came down, run down the field like, who lit off that grenade, bro? And it was not a grenade, it was my beans. You just hear me in the background screaming, my beans!
And it hooked. Beans.
Oh, man, and it stuck, bro. And then I came down here, and luckily I got away from it, but every time I come back up there, and shots it.
Yeah, we let him have a
DSK Beans, that's their nickname.
Oh, no, man.
wasn't looking for any players, but his skills definitely shined.
Oh yeah, he's one of a kind.
Appreciate hearing that from you.
Oh yeah. All right.
All my boys are family. They all come to my house. Some of them sleep here. They all eat here. They're family. I buy them trophies when we win. We do everything
Right up
for each other and for everything.
And see, that's what I like about you, man, is I've picked up on that a lot, is I have no doubt that you are genuinely in this for the community of people to watch it grow. I got no doubt about that about you, man. I've met you, 3 times, I think, in person, maybe twice. Twice I know for sure, but 3 times I'm thinking. Nonetheless, man, every time I have met you in person, you're just cool, bro. Like, I love your vibe that you got going on, and I can tell that you're legit. You are authentic in what you're doing and how you're trying to present and grow this. I have no doubt about that. And it's cool to see, and it seems rare now. Some people are just in it for themselves, to kind of get their names out there, just themselves as a solo individual and stuff. And it's just like, I don't think that's the best way to go about it. And I love it when people are just like, man, I just want to see this grow and watch it grow and play some damn airsoft, vibe out with people, have fun.
Well, that's why, in the captain's meetings, I tell all those people, don't shred little kids. Be the type of people and the player that helps them.
Yeah.
Cover them, give
Yeah.
fair stuff that you don't want, whatever.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that's going to make this sport grow.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Rental gun this weekend, all speeded out the next weekend. That's the kid that's hooked for life.
Facts. Absolutely.
And that will go so much farther than just one customer or one player or one team.
I agree with that.
You get one kid hooked, all he's gonna talk about is airsoft when he goes to school.
That's why, and it's a good positive thing too. That's what I love about it. It's
about it.
very
Any-
positive.
But
Put practice
Personally,
into, put monetary effort into, put time effort into, and put heart effort into is gonna turn into something. And if it doesn't, you didn't do all those other ingredients.
I can't speak for everybody, but I know Mason, for like the organized sports idea, like the camaraderie, you get basketball, football, whatever you want. It's the same feeling. It's the same. Use it for discipline. It's all the same. So it felt perfect. I'm sure I can speak for him in saying that it's exactly what we needed as far as like the structure of this is what we're doing, the team, everything, and then we built the family murderers that we have on our team. It's
Well, to be honest, I never intended to be a weekend warrior. I always intended to go to Cali, to go to Amsterdam, to go to Australia, to go to wherever I want to go to Tokyo, wherever I want to go.
building an empire, cause that's all we're trying to do.
I love
I
it.
need .6 jewel guns if we go to Tokyo, though.
Where
They shoot.
I come from my
Gun.
professional level dirt bike, so we traveled all around this country just for him to race dirt bikes every weekend or every other weekend. So if commitment is an issue, then you go home because you don't have what it takes.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. That's what I've noticed a lot. And I mean, we've said that with with some of our team members. It's something when we picked up the newer players, we thought about it and we don't try to be like, we never try to be arrogant in any way we do. But we're like a few people have asked to join our team, and it's just like we don't kind of take people asking. We kind of ask you. You know what I mean? And it's mostly because we sit back and look for you.
Same way on DSK.
Yeah, it's just like, we're watching how you play things like this. Like, can we squeeze you here? Can we do this? Kind of thing. And it's like, it's not like we're trying to be arrogant, like we're special. We're not. We're just, we move around a lot. Like, we just traveled, a couple of us traveled, to Atlanta. Now we're going to, another state and another city this weekend and stuff. And it's like, do you have that availability to do that kind of thing, and stuff. And we still got some youngins that are still in school. So we have to have that option of switching and things like that. I mean, not all of us are, well, not all of them. I ain't gonna say us because I'm not included, but not every one of them is out of school, out of college, out of that. I mean, I'm grown. I do whatever, but I still do have my responsibilities as a dad, as a husband, as I have a job, things like that. So, but squeezing that availability in.
I'm about to be 41, face sliding out there.
And you still out there getting it? You are out there getting. I get called old all the time. My team has made it a thing.
I noticed that.
A thing with us. I'm 900 years old. They call me it all the time. Crippled old man, menopause. Like, what's up?
Menopause.
Swear to you, dude. I get all the jokes to me.
It's funny, man.
I avoid all of that, and I don't know how, because they all know that we're basically the same age, and I just every time they start saying something, I just back up.
Yeah, it's just like I'm not gonna get in this. And I got like two other players that are fairly close to my age as well, and then one that's older than me, but they always just give me hell. It's funny, it's cool, it's kind of a vibe thing we do now.
Always good.
Beyond that, man, let me ask y'all. I mean, I get the Dirty South, being where y'all are at. But how did y'all come to that conclusion of a name, a Dirty South Killers?
Could be like cracking dies. That's why.
on a specific date. It was like November something. It was and I just came up with the name and I thought about it and that's what I wanted.
He said one day we were in the truck going to Airsoft and he had said something about like, dude, I want to start a team. I'm like, all right, I like the idea. And he was like, you know what the name's gonna be? I was like, oh, let me guess. He said Dirty South Killers. So like, you know what? I actually like that.
And it represents the South where we're from.
Yeah, that's what I picked up on off the go with the Dirty South, and I was just like, I like the name to it. It's got that. It's just got a good vibe to it. I like the sound of it. DSK's got a good ring to it.
We're gonna give it a special touch. We're gonna throw like Indiana State Seals on the banner and do a Midwest touch to it and put an Indian touch on it.
Okay, so and that's a good thing for me to kick off on that is y'all are down in Florida and Prudy over here is almost in the Midwest here. So he carries the name of the Dirty South, but not in the Dirty South. How does that work for you?
Well, you see, I'm the reason.
Killer.
Oh yeah, and I might be okay. I'll be clear. I'm from Southern Indiana, which is about as southern as you can get for the Midwest.
All right.
Outside of basically you guys in Kentucky,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I'm from the South. That's how it is. I actually spent my formative years in Alabama. Like, I live like a Southern guy up here.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Say, Cody came a part of the family because, he's family to me. So I didn't like legit real life. So I brought him into the family, asking Jason, pleading. I literally was like, hey, man, I'll vouch for him. I swear. Like, I'll vouch for him. This dude's a killer. I swear.
He didn't need to. I knew what I was getting myself into, and I knew exactly what I was doing by choosing the right man to expand my team up there and
special
and bigger. And to be totally honest with you, it's basically the same thing as Houdini. Shout out to Houdini. Great to see you this weekend as well, my brother.
Really glad to see you guys come up.
Branching out, stay up there. You know what I mean?
I'm so sad I didn't get to go make it out to SS. Now that I've seen that PBC was there, Slaughter Gang was there, see you guys, SYG, man. The fact the one man that I really wanted to meet if I would have went would have been US Airsoft. I just really want to pick that man's brain about it.
He's such a great guy,
He
man.
is. He's a good dude.
I just want to pick his brain about music because, like, I know me and him listen about the same, like, genre of music. So I just want to, like, I don't even care about talking about this. We can talk about that on another day.
Shout out to you, off, bro.
Absolutely, man.
Shout out to US Airsoft and shout out to C7 Viper.
Yeah,
he's one of the people that definitely helped me get into Airsoft.
Shout out to Steve,
Steve QB for having us on.
Yeah.
Oh well, no, thank y'all for real. That's the big thing. And I ain't nobody for real. I'm just the coffee guy.
You're totally honest with you. Shout out to HSA, Remy,
yes.
Black, Gato, Off White,
boys,
my boys.
Even Akimbo, bro. We put in work this week, and we had fun. It was so great to see you guys. I appreciate everything, and you guys are always welcome in my house.
That's good. I finally had the privilege myself of meeting all of HSA as well over the weekend. I had them on a podcast not too long ago. Was able to chit chat with them a little bit, but actually to meet them was nice. Other than Houdini, I've known Houdini, especially when he was on.
Yeah, right.
Houdini is my dude. I love that guy so much. Like I do. He is an amazing dude.
I do want to say shout out to Houdini and all the Praetorians for bringing me in last week in the 2v2 tournament and the hospitality for the weekend. Let me chill with them at the hotel and all that. We had a
Praetorians are awesome.
Top Australia's
great
chat.
Set of guys.
Yes, sir.
JJ Moore is in the chat.
Yes, sir. And big shout out to JJ Moore, but DSK Battalion's head tech, man up in charge of Battalion Airsoft in Jacksonville. Go check them out. Check him out if you need anything teched or worked on or tweaked to maximum capacity. He's your man.
Hell yeah. He definitely gets, if you want a custom gun, built gun, he's the man that gets one.
Speeds of Australia says, shout out the coffee guy. I appreciate you, Mark. I do. I really do. I appreciate you, bro.
Love you, brother.
I
gotta get some Death Wish coffee. That's what
I need.
Super strong coffee.
The coffee guy. Oh man, that might stick. I'm gonna hear that somewhere. I know I will.
Dude, Steve, what's it called? Steve over at SS did a good job and did a really cool giveaway.
Yes, he did.
Talk about that.
Whole parking lot was insane, man. That parking lot was insane. Those kids, some of those kids probably went home with broken fingers.
Literally, like no kidding.
It was a mosh pit. It was like a Slayer mosh pit for free shit.
Throwing out patches, throwing out stickers, throwing out mags, throwing out BB bags, everything. And they gave away a full, what was it, Amped? I think Amped gave away a full setup, a full HPA setup.
Yeah, tank, line, hose, everything. The whole
and
deal.
Off-white.
Even the engine?
And then he gave it to a kid in the crowd that just started playing.
Yeah, super shout out to Off-White for that. That was awesome that he won that and was like, I don't want it. Give it to the kid.
How about the dome shot by Off-White in the last set?
So mean.
Yeah, Mason. They were giving away a full well, I think it was like a fusion or HPA, and with the tank, a line,
Right?
the whole
Everything.
thing.
Yeah, I got what I do with that thing? I lost it. Well, I lost it, but the only thing I did end up grabbing, because I was recording the majority of the time, was one of those 12-year anniversary coins, and I was super excited to get that coin.
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
Yeah, that right there. I was able to get one, and I was like, I'm holding on to this. I always had like a coin fixation anyways. I got coins like in my little tool thing and stuff. And I was like, that's
Same.
perfect.
I think I have every coin since the year I was born.
I accumulated so much swag this weekend, it's not even funny.
A lot.
Shout out to EA Fest up there, dude. Doc Ness, He was a great dude. I guess he'll be up. Go check them out. Shout out to Elite Airsoft. Shout out to Ness. Shout out to BL4Z. Shout out to Slow QB. Shout out to Rogue Customs. Shout out to Lance Tactical. Shout out to Slaughter. Shout out to Tap. Shout out to Amp. Shout out to Slaughter Gang. Shout out to HSA.
Shout out to SYG Phantom. Got that.
Shout out to
I will say, I don't want to be like a nook and cranny here, but that the Slope QB are Little Miss Airsoft. Just to give her the proper shout out.
Exit 11. Make that
Full auto Airsoft.
Little Miss Airsoft's awesome. I just picked up on
She's
her
Yeah.
not too long ago.
nice.
She's awesome.
She's really nice.
She
Her
is.
camera equipment is nice.
Yeah, she's
So she
good.
jumped in on one of our live streams when we were streaming the last BQB tournament in Battalion.
Really?
Which I thought was it was really cool. I thought it was really cool because like I follow them and Full Auto Airsoft. I believe I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's either her husband or maybe a good friend that they run the store with, but they're always like live stream when they do the giveaways.
I met
They're both.
weekend. They were really cool.
Ooh,
So we got some really cool stuff because I think they work with Rogue or they got some stuff from Rogue and they sell it on their store. I wanted to pick up one of those speed loaders, but I feel like if I got one of those, I would just never use it. It's too pretty.
Yeah, it's a collector's item.
Yeah,
Oh,
big
yeah.
Right.
I still want to get masks for the whole team, though. I definitely want to get
I'd
custom.
like to get a new teeth, but I like mine. Maybe it's just because like my significant other painted it for me. Maybe that's what it is, but it looks. I like it. It definitely needs a touch up, but I do like my teeth.
I like them rendered out, but
Scotto
I
said
still
he
gotta get
he
a-
about fought somebody for that coin.
I wouldn't mind the gold Louis.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
on Indy. Gotta give him a shout out.
You know, I gotta admit, Jason, I'm low key jealous. I gotta throw it all the way out there because you have an SG. I have played against SG, and I love them guys, man. We always vibe with them, and I still have yet to have an SG patch.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Swear to you,
Cujo.
I still don't have one. I
I've been
would
waiting
wear
to-
that patch every
Shout out to Slaughter
time.
Gang Kuzo.
Got
What?
out to Cujo.
Yes, man, Cujo
Slaughter
is my
Gang
dude.
Kuzo.
I love that guy. He is like.
That's just
He's a beast.
I
That's
love
just
watching
patch.
Cujo play. I'm hyped for them. The only time I'm never hyped for SG is when we're playing them. I'm like, y'all are my enemies for the
Green
moment.
gas god man himself.
But if I'm watching
Green
them,
gas god man himself.
they give a show, man. And Cujo, man, he is a monster. He is truly a monster.
First of all, let me say this. Every time I've only got to play against him in open play a little bit at shot zone, and every time I last maybe 4 shots.
Cujo's a beast.
dude is a beast. Yeah.
I got to play with him
love
in Nashville.
watching him play, man. Like if my team ever was like, Steve, get off PBZ, I would beg SG to be like, can I come on with y'all? I love that team, dude. I do. Every time I watch them play,
I like
rooting
how
for 'em.
they have raw, gritty, just like outlaw group of people.
Yeah,
Because I've always looked at us the same way, so I'm like, man, what a better way than SGX fucking DSK.
yeah, them guys
Yeah,
are awesome, man. I love them.
They're really good people.
That's one of the coolest things about going up there to those big tourneys is you get to play at the highest platform, at least of our abilities over
Mhm.
here on the East Coast. Now, once we, fine tune all that and we take that to the West Coast, I hope that we have something for them, but we can only keep practicing and fine tune our craft.
Yeah, and
Yes,
then
sir.
I mean, that's definite. That's for sure. But we are, yeah, agreed exactly with what's going on over the weekend. That is what the highest level of stuff that we have at the moment to play, and it's awesome to be able to play it. Um, which even on that topic, what did y'all think about a pistol only? This is the first pistol only tournament I've ever been to. I didn't go to the
Definitely
one at
a different step.
Shot Zone not long ago.
I
I
dig
wish
it.
I could have went. I really
Yeah,
like pistols.
because it would have gave my pistol players my Benjamin. I love you, Benjamin.
I
You
know
big
it. I know it.
and
Benjamin.
That's my
boy
favorite.
Jules and
Government.
Mason and me and Prudy. If he would have came, bro, we would have been
In
elbow
there.
to
I've been running the green gas mags lately the last couple months, and I love
Slither
it.
a little snack.
I love it.
It's definitely a different kind of aggression because normally you have your back players
Mhm.
shooting. It's the same kind of like graph every single tournament, but this is definitely a nice switch up for the SpeakyB community and for Roy. Shout out to Roy over at SpeakyB to come out all the way from Cali. I'm pretty sure that's where he stays at. All the way from Cali to SS was definitely a big turnout
It
for
seemed it,
everybody.
man. I mean, it was a lot of fun. There were some serious skilled players. We knew that going in. We was like, there's gonna be some really good pistol players here, like really good ones.
Like
Oh yeah.
about a year ago. I'll let you finish. My bad, Steve.
Are you? I was thinking on our level is, me and Esmond are backline players. We play with rifles. I played my last tournament at HTK. We took home a W for that, but that was the only time I ever played with a pistol like that in a tournament. So I was like, I'm totally out of my element here. Like it's not normal for me. But we took it as we're gonna go into this and probably get our asses whooped and go home, but we're gonna have some fun. And we had a blast. We really did. Other than the pistol problems, we had a couple. Me and Esmond had some pistol problems. 2 games. It was so horrible. That's the most frustrating stuff ever. And I'm not used to that either. My
why?
my rifle's
You
been
know,
faithful to me. What's up?
you know why though?
Wow.
Because that night before we were at GE working our guns when they should have been teched and tucked in.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And see, I had one issue I've never had before with a pistol is actually who was we playing? Nova. We was playing Nova at the time, and my piston head inside of my blowback housing actually come off inside my nozzle, and we open it up, and I
Oh
see the
wow.
screw sitting in it. I'm like, wow. And I walked into that game with 4,000 psi. Walked out with 0 coming off that
Um,
field. It drained everything off that. Um,
Did it start to spray out and go? Shh.
yeah, that's exactly what it started doing immediately, and just wasted my air. It was just a wrap. That
Wow.
it
That's what
sucked. I
happened
was
over at
so
Shot
frustrated.
Zone, DSK Rowan.
I was
Uh,
mad. I was mad. I was salty. I wasn't mad at the team. I wasn't mad at anything. I was mad at my gun. Like I was just under my mask. I had the most
That
worst
was
mean
dirty.
mug.
that's the worst time to have a problem too.
Yeah, and the pressure of that, man, I got so much off, probably 3, 4 shots, and then I'd rack it, like, oh my god, dude, like,
For me, it
That
shot
happened to
zone.
Cody.
We started doing running the scrims right before the tournament for the 2v2. Of course, I'm using the AAP gang. You already know.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
as everybody knows, the hammer failed. First scrim, I got over the 50, went to peak, 2 shots, and just boom, and just spraying BBs everywhere.
oh
Like,
no.
broken hammer, just drop the mag, walk it off. Luckily, I was smart enough to go ahead of myself and rebuild a hammer box to have it ready. So I just, 2 pins, pull it out, put the new one in, 2 pins back in, and I was ready to go. But I'm so glad that happened at the very beginning of the
The
scrim.
hammer springs, dude, they break so easily.
Yeah, I had a backup pistol, thankfully, for
Got
mine.
2 APs for that reason.
So I was smart enough to at least bring a backup. Um, that was that come through in a clutch. It really did. My last game that we played, it ran really well. That last game once I switched pistols, it ran out really good.
Yeah, but I wish I would have been there for the 4v4 too, because the shot zone one was actually technically pistols and shotguns only. But shout out to Predator, he was the only one that used the shotgun, and it was terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. But it was basically pistols only. But the 2v2, especially with that field size, was definitely a different experience. Like that, it's a lot of ground to cover with only 2 people.
Facts.
But also trying to be quick and tactical all at once. It was, I don't know, it was a different experience. But I'm certain that I would have loved the 4v4 at SS, especially with that field layout.
The field was cool. See, I watched videos.
What kind of mug you drinking out of up there?
Oh, you already know.
Big shout out, man. I appreciate you. I really do. But yeah, man, that field.
I think we lost you, Steve.
Been great.
Do you hear me?
Have been. I honestly think
no audio. It's good. That's fine. It just cut out. For me, it keeps cutting in and out.
Can you hear me now?
Anyway,
Nothing
You don't hear me at all?
yeah. What's up, Ben? Why don't you say something? Tell us about yourself.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just a DSK Cracks, and I'm from Jacksonville. I prefer pistols a lot, way more than ARs ever anything. I'm one of the OGs.
There it is.
When I first started, I've been playing for about a year with them, and like he said earlier, pretty much family. Jason will do anything, and Mason, or everybody, parts, everything, tools, anything. They're all like.
Yeah, I literally drop anything to help these boys out.
That's what's so cool about DSK. Is like if anything happens, there's somebody on the team DSK that can fix it or get it figured out.
More people on the team.
Everybody down here, I had to fix it. We were going on the team's AAP, but that luckily it's just Jason and Ben and Frankie so far. Cody can fend for himself, but I'm on the fly trying to learn how to do these parts, and I'm like, oh no.
Pay attention.
I can do some stuff, but I need you for some stuff. I'm gonna figure it out.
I'm not mad about it at all. I enjoy it actually because it gives me something to actually do. Because I don't have that many guns I need to keep worked on because I keep all mine pretty like up to par, except for my one AP. I'm having like all those issues with. Technical
tolerances that either wear, clean, lube, or just abuse do its job on its own, and it just can't be stopped.
What about Rat? Rat, want to introduce yourself?
I ain't really nothing to introduce.
Get in here, Red.
I'm the person from the shadows that just likes to crack dice.
To be honest with you, sometimes you're the last one alive and pulls the most clutch.
Oh man, dude!
I don't break under pressure. I don't break under pressure. I get nervous.
I taught him right.
I love sometimes. Now it's a shitty position to be in, to be the last guy, because it's a lot of pressure. But at the same time, man, I love that so much.
Me
when
too.
it's
That's my favorite
2
feeling,
or 3 of them and one of me, I get that mentality of just go ahead and come get me, but I'm gonna try to take y'all out on the way. But I love that pressure, man. It's so much fun. And I've only I've had the opportunity to do it a few times, but at practice, Esmond is our new captain. I stepped down as captain. Now Esmond is our captain of our team, or a team. We have an A and a B. And he's my main captain. And we have a new practice field, and he was like, you know what? Let's start doing 3v1, 4v1, all of us, and just get down there. And the pressure of that is so much fun. But it helps so much when you're outnumbered like that, because you stay so...
We do the same thing during practice.
Yeah, and you just got to focus in so many ways and constantly be looking and stuff, and and thinking of how will they putting scenarios in, like I can't stay this way too long. They're gonna sweep me on this direction, and it really, I love it. I think everyone should try it, should do it, and push themselves like that.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Yes.
We practice that all the time.
I would say off-man games literally help defeat the biggest problem in airsoft, at least competitive airsoft. Tunnel vision, because it makes you help literally get rid of that completely. I It's as soon as like Jason started implementing that during practices, mainly because we were off kiltered anyway. We only had 5, so it was most of the time 2 of us, 3 of us, if not more. And then it helps. It really does.
I learned that a long time ago. The off-camera practices, they're clutch for pressure plays. They're clutch for immediate development, and they're clutch for stretch situations.
Facts. Hey JJ Moore, I see you out there, man. I really appreciate you, bro. I see you in the comments there.
Yo, JJ.
Yeah, man. That's.
I'm still excited.
So do y'all ever?
JJ is a big thing for me.
Do you ever do video footage and stuff like that, like record and then go back and look at your video or anything like that to see where you went wrong?
Yeah, I use that a lot.
We usually watch it together, like in a group in Discord.
I will join Discord, share a screen, and I'll watch it together.
Yeah, I was saying, me, Ben, and Red did that after our last BQB. We sat there and was like, "Hey, Ben, right here you should have been pushing up," or "Hey, Ben, right here you should have been a little more aware."
Or at Shot Zone, we were watching Prudy's cam footage in the hotel room till like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Dude, like that night, I'm looking at that footage again, I'm picking. Even
always.
now, especially with Shot Zone having the live stream, I'm picking apart everything from every angle I can find.
I do it with.
And thanks to YSP, I can do it literally as soon as I'm coming home because you let me borrow the 08.
I do. There is no, and I mean this, man. There is no bigger viewer of my channel than me. I watch my own videos to watch what I've done wrong so many times. I released a video a little while ago from the 484, and I've probably watched it 10 times since I edited it. Just watching what I was doing. Where it was, and sometimes my GoPro sees things that I'm not directly looking at. Because it's actually watching, but that doesn't mean that's where my eyes are and stuff. And then, like, man, why didn't I see him there? Or peek out here, and it's like, why didn't I see him? And sometimes I'm like, I still get tunnel vision sometimes. It's like a locking onto this player when I could have been shooting at that one. My GoPro sees him, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
And I think it's a good thing to look back over our footage, though, honestly, and other people's.
I see them, motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, you definitely have to critique yourself. If you're not learning from your mistakes, then you're not growing.
That's facts. That's big facts.
I mean, you can learn without watching footage, but if you can actually go over it and dissect the problem, then there's no reason not to fix it.
True. And I mean, watching other people's videos, I mean, we've done that before teams we play, especially when we started going down to Nashville the first time. We was watching people's videos, like seeing how they play and stuff, seeing what they did, just trying to, run off theirs, and just like, what do we watch out for? Are they aggressive? Do they sit back and stuff like that? And we've played a lot of teams now that we know how they're going to act right when they come off that wall. It's like, we know he goes usually here, he goes here. They won't usually push, first round, third round they'll give it hell, kind of. You get to know teams once you played them so many times, which is a good thing. It's a very good thing. That's why I like it when y'all switch up stuff. And big shout out to y'all for that again. I seen what y'all did when y'all rushed everyone in that last round.
You saw that?
Oh,
yes,
my
I
God.
saw that. I loved it, man, because we've done it to our A team, or not A team, our B team in Nashville not long ago, and we picked it up by seeing Revelation do it. I don't even remember who they did it to, but I believe they called it Predator might still be in here, but I believe they called it the Mississippi Queen. And just rush
Mississippi Queen.
And
didn't the Friends do it the tournament not too long ago too?
What was it?
One of the last games of not this past
Victorians?
tournament, but before that, yeah.
Yeah, I believe
I
they've
feel
done
like
it as
there was
well.
one game that they did that too.
It's so It's so awesome to see because a lot of times the opposing team doesn't usually expect it. So when you have everyone running at you, you're just like, oh my God, where do I?
Nobody does it, and even the people that do, it's so rare that
flipped out. All them people that were reffing and stuff, they were like, "Whoa, these guys just rushed. Did they just rush?
Yeah.
Did they run? All 4 of them?"
And that's good, man. It's cool because it gives a show too for the ones that are sitting there watching, man. Not just like, I mean, especially if You know, the time
Yeah.
we did it, we was like, we're gonna lose. It's okay. We know what's up. It's fine. Let's just send it. And that's a lot of what it is to freak them out for one, and the people that are watching, give them a show, especially when it's live streamed or you got a bunch of spectators on the side. It's like, man, they want to see that, and it makes them hype and makes them want to, they're watching a game. It's like watching a football game, but it's airsoft,
Yeah. Well, totally honest with you, we had a blast doing it. We talked about it all night. We talked about it this morning, and we're probably going to continue to talk about it. It's probably one of the highlights of our weekend. Not to mention just playing each other, HSA versus HSP. That was fun to begin with.
That's the reason I missed it. I wish I would have been there just for the people that were there. The absurd number of players for one, but specifically like you guys, PVZ, all SG, all of it. Like being able to compete with those people, especially the people that you know, it almost makes the whole thing better.
Yes. It's a small journey, like, and we're all doing this. When we look back in 10 years, and we're like, man, you remember 10 years ago when what we used to do? Like, it's stories and friendships that you built. Like, we are not enemies off this field in any kind of way. We're only enemies for 3 minutes, and over the weekend it was 2 minutes. That was as long as the clock was. 3 minutes, you're my enemy. After that, man, you were my homie, man. Like, let's make these memories. This is
always
we live and some people I've seen, younger kids, kind of say stuff, and I got tagged in it a while back ago. Somebody was like, and I don't look at it this way so much, but I have been a little bit. This one kid tagged me, and he was like, I wish I lived that lifestyle of going around playing airsoft and stuff. And then it really kind of got me thinking. I was like, you know what? I do get to live that. This is what I get to do as well. I get to travel around and play airsoft. And I will argue with anybody all day long. I get to take part, and so do y'all, in the coolest sport, and yes, I call it a sport on competitive level, in the world. It's the coolest thing in the world.
Hands down.
It's so much fun.
We may be shooting plastic BBs, but in the back of our brain and mindset, it has always been a sport for me.
Yeah, and
It's
like
like
a
no
competitive level
It's like
there.
paintball.
It is so much. I mean, if we're out playing open play at our local field, just messing around, that's just laid back. But on the level that we're doing it right here, it's sport. It's sport level.
Yeah,
It definitely revised airsoft for me.
I didn't.
When that bear board, it's time to go to work.
Yes. Yeah, it's all seriousness from there, and it's so cool to think on that, man. Like to look back, already of what's going on, and to look forward of what else is to come through the years. Next 5 years, 10 years. Where's airsoft going to be? We know it's going to be here. I mean, I've asked people on this podcast before, like, where's it going to be in 5 years, so on and so forth, and not a person yet has told me like it won't be around. Yeah, it will. We all know it will.
You don't know where.
It's going to keep.
And I got to deal with this.
There's one field owner in each state that will at least hold local tournaments. It will eventually get to the level that we want it to. Now, if other field owners are more serious than others, it will fast track it, and we will greatly appreciate that because we want the highest level of platform of competitiveness that we can possibly get.
That's facts.
I want to see a next NXL and social events like this, man. Like we ain't got nothing like that in airsoft. Like paintball's got several different leagues realistically, like and they have throughout the years. But I haven't seen one league other than CSL. I'll give them the props and all that, but like they're the only league that actually puts on like events outside of like the Speak UB events that happen at HTK and SS that happen maybe once, twice a year. Like other than Steve's like actual events, because Steve does do his, and then he has the official Speak UB official like games that go on. But I haven't seen anything like that, and I would love to see that. Like I'd love to be traveling like different parts where we're playing in multiple different states, different months, like you were talking about in the group chat right after the Shot Zone tournament, like the fact that like in every month like we get the rankings and all that, like
yeah, man,
in a whole market, almost like a circuit for our sport.
Speaking of, like SYG, they came out from LA and they didn't even play. They repped and held one of the most fun, personally for me, fun tournaments of the year so far.
That's facts. I think they're headed up to HTK pretty soon, but I don't know when. I don't know if they're going to be there next week. I know they have it on their list of where they was traveling, and preseason stuff starts next week at HTK, but I don't know if they're going to be there on that one. We'll
I
see.
definitely want to go there.
I really want to go check out HGK's indoor
Dude,
field. First time I went there, they were closed and they sent us to the outdoor. And I never stepped foot in that building ever again. And I really wanted to go play because I heard they had a fire pole. And I really wanted to slide down that fire pole.
It is an amazing, amazing field. And I've yet to been to a better place of hospitality than HTK so far. It is the coolest vibe.
Harris, Stevie, and Jason are all like they have so much love for this community. Like I've met that man. And every time I come in town, they treat me like. Last time I was in town, Jason literally cooked me Brussels sprouts because he's like, "Hey, I heard you're vegetarian. I'll cook you Brussels sprouts because that's really the only vegetable I have." But they treat me like family, and they're great people, man. Harris, shout out to him. Harris is literally the coolest kid I've ever met, man. He can shred a guitar and he can lay down lines of BBs, and not expect him.
He is the living Superman. He really is. He does everything. Dude. Everything he does.
I don't know who said it, but I agree.
He's the living
that
Superman.
Kid's the next Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially even Caleb. Caleb sent these comments, man. That guy is a saint, dude. He is the biggest hearted dude he's so humble, man. He's so cool. Every time we link up, we're going to
sat behind a computer for 8 hours. 8 hours. Sat behind a computer for 8 hours and talked over it. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, and he's got something. If you're still in here, Caleb, man, you know you got something going on with that commentary thing. Like, you are the guy for it. I know you want to play, but I'm just saying.
He's our John Madden. Are you kidding me?
He is the guy for it.
I was so stoked about that, especially after the Shot Zone inaugural, and just watching it, his feedback and the way everything went. I was like, this guy,
yeah,
he's got it right. Like, I don't know what it is. He's our Al Michaels, our John Madden. Like it's gonna be awesome, and he's got the perfect personality for it. He's the coolest dude. Shout out to Predator.
Yeah, he is awesome, and playing with him is fun, man. I love to play against him.
Oh yeah,
and he gave us the privilege of playing with us not long ago in Nashville.
Yeah,
he subbed in with us, and I was tickled to death. I was so tickled that he was like, "Yeah, I'll drive down there and be with you." I was like, "Yes," I was so tickled.
Hell yeah.
What do you want to ask?
Off-White's in here. Shout out to Off-White.
Wait, what was that?
Off-White's in here.
Oh, what up, Off-White?
There
you go, bro.
I can't even see. Oh, in the comments?
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I love you. I love you, bro.
Dad, we see.
Off-White, do you still have? He said I want to join. I'm wondering if he's referring to the podcast. I have no issue as long as he still has the thing.
Oh, yeah, he's more than welcome to hop up in here for a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Pick up this audio.
Off-White, all I used to say, that's the big pro.
I need me one of those. Yeah. Jason coming home with all the patches, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I got one of them too.
Get the shit. You gotta be at the places to get the shit.
That's right, bro.
Hey man, I can't help that. I really can't help it. I really don't have money.
Slaughter stickers.
Okay, Tom came in clutch for me on that one.
Oh, I think mine's in the car. It's some Atom pack in the car. Oh, that's aggravating. But yeah, I got the same one. I was so excited. Oh, I will shout out to them. I mean, they've been You know, we've been shouting them out, but where is my in my pocket? Look what I got. An HSA keychain. It is on my key. It is on my keys, bro. I immediately put that on my keys. I was like, yes, that's staying right there.
That's what we
Go,
need.
bro.
What?
We-
What? Dude, I'm being a groupie right now. Off-White, bro, I need some. Like,
Bro.
he said I tried to join.
Callie going off in the background.
Let's get Tom in here. Tom can join too. Tom
I
can
already
join
invited Tom. I already invited him. He ain't doing it.
You might have to invite him to the chat with Steve, and then where are you at,
Alright.
Off-White?
Off-White said, I was like, Off-White to say, try to join.
And
I'm
can't
coming,
wait.
Dad.
Off-White, make a comment real quick in the chat for Steve thing on Discord on my thing. Because I don't know if you have a role for this, and you
I'm
should.
not Airsoft.
I have to give you a role.
I feel like I have to miss something like that.
Just post a comment right here, and then. Because this one's locked where we're at. It's actually locked until I give you a role. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Tom, there we go.
YSP.
Oh,
Tom.
How y'all doing, boys?
hey,
Nice,
there he
Jen.
is. Hey.
There we
How y'all
go.
doing
Now this
tonight?
might really slow down, but we're going to go with it. As long as I hear audios.
Wait, can y'all hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, good.
What's up, Tom?
What's up?
The main man, Tom YSP.
YSP.
Dude, y'all don't know what y'all miss.
Your step poppy.
Oh, bro. And I wish I could have been there with y'all.
Dude,
So bad.
that tournament was literally for you, bro. You know I'm not a pistol player, and I had to play.
But you still got it done, though, I bet.
Actually, you know what gun I had to run? Vince's.
LSA Vince.
LSA Vince, bro. That baby,
Came in
that
clutch.
baby.
Shout out to LSA.
Yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
LSA Vince.
I'm hooking my boy up.
No.
Yo, but that feel in the mall, that feel was dope.
Boy giggled.
It was cool. It was really cool. Honestly,
Amazing concept.
so cool. Like how my dad was saying that kids can be walking by and they can be shopping for kicks, clothes, and they can see that and they can be like, "Mom, Dad," and go look at that, and that could be the start of a change. They can talk about that at school, talk about that with the family, you know.
I like the idea of that because Japan does that. That they have bars that the back of them is a firing range with airsoft guns and stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to get to. Like, I want to be able to walk down downtown Indy if I wanted to and just catch an airsoft spot. All right, like, it's crazy to me that country with the most guns has such a small community of airsoft in these weird pockets all over the place. And like, that's why I'm so happy about what's been going on. I can't really put a date on it, but I'd say probably just this year specifically. I feel like the Shot Zone tournament in January was kind of the big jump where I feel like everything took off in the Midwest. And now, especially with what you got going on with YouTube, it's completely different here now, just from the time that Mason and I started playing 4 or 5 years ago to now. Which, I was kind of slow on the Speed QB side of it all because there's nothing in here. Zone tournament in January was kind of the big jump.
What'd you say?
Pretty, why didn't you go to Atlanta?
I was trying. I just couldn't work it out.
That's
God damn
our-
it, Bobby.
put in work a couple
Damn it, Bobby.
worth in the pistol there.
That's such a. I got to get down there though. Either way, SS in general. I already told my wife yesterday. I think is when I said I'm planning for next year. Period.
I'm so ready to go again. It's just the experience was dope. You get to meet like the dopest people like you wouldn't even imagine they would exist in the community of Airsoft. It was like a really good experience.
The dream, honestly.
Yeah, man.
I'm a big fan of festival. You know the metal festivals and all of that. That's the thing. I gotta be there for something like that. I can't believe I missed it.
No, and the people are so great. They feel you like welcome. Like it was like, yeah, it was really good.
Birdie, you got to get down here to Florida to play my backyard field. The last time, last time you were down here, you only went to Battalion. The backyard field is where it's at, bro.
Yeah, I got more fun there than going to Battalion.
I got other that want to check it out and stuff.
Steve, question: when we played it at the mall, you and Vince were the ones sweeping, right? That you were the only ones that got to the spawn, to the other enemy spawn, right?
Couple times.
Yeah, I was gonna say because when I was walking back, I saw two high capas sweeping. And I was like, how the fuck they got all the way down?
Just full sin, bro. Just go with it.
I was like, how the hell Vince got all the way down? And then I see you running. I was like, is that Steve?
Yeah, we pushed several times. Just
I couldn't pass the middle. I couldn't like that first game. I think I didn't even hit no one.
Yeah, it's one of those. That's why I like it if everybody just rush them, just see what happens. You know, just like 10 people run around that corner. There's no stopping them. Off-White, what's up, man?
It's a party.
What's good, boys? What's good?
What's up, Off-White?
What's up with it, people? How are you?
Yo, let me get my camera.
We're good.
That's good. That's good.
Red.
Y'all gotta forgive me. My voice is a little fucked up after the weekend.
After all the screaming.
See if I get this thing turned the fuck down. I hear a delay and shit in the headphones. What's up, y'all? How y'all?
Good. How are you?
Fucking trying to catch up on some much needed fucking rest.
That's bad.
Definitely did not get this week. Crazy weekend.
It was, but it was an awesome event. The whole thing was amazing. And I've seen the dot you left on Jason's head.
Oh yeah.
Good old.
I mean, if I get the clip of it, I might as well go ahead and post it. Everybody knows. But that was I walked him down. It wasn't very nice.
It's in the moment though. It was done out of love. That's all love.
You walked me down, and I still miss all my shots on your ass.
That's because you should have pre-trailed versus.
I know. I'm not a pistol player.
I'm certainly not. I'm trying. I'm trying.
It's definitely deadly.
I had fun. Our last round was pretty fun. I got a pretty good sweep on two guys at least. They had no clue I was coming off. It's fun, but we was like, we're going home. It's our last one. It's our last game. Let's have fun with it. So we did. Right, and Esmond, his gun went down. He tore his whole vest off back there. He took the whole thing. He's like, I'm just gonna try to go for that flag. He just got rid of the weapon.
I did that at Shot Zone. It's a move. I want to see it. I want to see more people do that instead of locking up and getting behind a bunker somewhere. Just go.
Just
might
run.
as well.
Yeah, just move. Just see what happens. Sometimes you surprise yourself.
Like charging the last game we played it, and what was our captain Jason?
Remy, HSA.
Remy was like he goes to me, he's like push, and he goes to everybody push, and we just last one game we all charged, and it was actually the best game we actually played it.
Listen, that shit shocked the hell out of me.
It shocked the hell out of everyone. Everybody was cracking up.
It was like 1 second, there was nobody. We were holding it. And then the next, it was like shots were everywhere, and a bunch of them missed me, and all I could see was them bouncing off the obstacle. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm thinking my own teammates are shooting at me. I look
That
up,
was me shooting at you because you were on
Remy.
X.
Yeah, but Remy didn't. The problem was Remy didn't see.
Houdini. He didn't see Houdini.
Yeah, he
Nobody
didn't
saw
see
Houdini. Nobody saw Houdini.
Houdini likes to do that little magic trick, and he quit. Boy, get in there. Watch
He
him.
is.
Yeah, Houdini is.
Literally, that was the only one we missed.
Shout out
Houdini.
to HSA Houdini.
The whole
team pistols working.
Yeah, the whole team, the energy is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
What's up, Jules?
Oh, he backed out. He backed out.
Oh.
I told him to hop off on this one so he didn't make it lag. There's already so many heads up in here, bro. I didn't want Steve's podcast crashed.
It shouldn't. It's recording no matter what. So if it does it on the other end, if it tries to lag or anything, and I'm showing drop frames 155, so I'm at I haven't lost many at all. So I think it's going pretty good for people that are watching.
He doesn't have to leave.
Jules, number 2, who didn't get to come on our trip, one of my head pistol players for Team 2.
My man's got a SDA beanie on.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's all out, man.
No, not again.
That makes my heart like that. That right there does my heart some good. You know what I mean? To see that the shit is really out there like that. Like that really does make it for me, yo.
Yeah, show all the patches and
I'm
stuff.
excited to get that banner from you.
I want to tell everybody, especially for some of the players that may, have been there that may be watching the podcast now. I'm really proud of everybody, man.
Facts.
Everybody went out there. They played their fucking heart out. They did the best they could do, and they all went home with the most positive attitude that they could with a loss. And even some of the teams that got schwapped was like, they shocked me. You know what I mean? They genuinely shocked me because the amount of pressure and skill that was applied to the games that happened today was amazing. And it was great. I had a ball. I had an absolute ball. And I can tell you something. I mean, I went down early, and was helping out and doing a lot of different things. But, man, this is by far the probably one of the toughest comps yet. You know what I mean? There was a fair amount of players there.
Yeah.
I'd like to see some of those players make it to the West Coast. I've heard a few people they were actually bitching about the thing, and they don't understand that. That's an N1 thing. That's Project N1 for you. You know what I mean? This is that goes down every Monday. So, you got guys that play it on the regular, and the guys there, they didn't like that shit. They were like, what the hell is this? And it's like, it's not all designed the way that everybody else designs it. This is how it was. Some people didn't like the field. They were like, oh, the plexi's gone. Oh, so you're mad that there was nowhere for you to hide.
I was glad it was gone, personally. I was gone, I was like, bet.
I had seeing it be an actual snake and getting to work, you know what I mean? And it definitely made the other players have to play differently, and they didn't like that. You know what I mean? When the game doesn't curve around the way that they're used to playing, they don't want to. That's I think that's the biggest problem that I see in a lot of players nowadays is they don't have the ability to adapt at different fields. They play at their home field so much, or they'll play at this one speed field so much that when it really comes to going somewhere else, we'll say, Shot Zone, N1, Valhalla, it could be any fucking of these arenas, and it's set up different. And you can see what teams struggle the second they get on the field. The second that horn blows, you can tell which ones are struggling.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell they're not used to it. They don't know, and I want to see more teams working on adapting to their environment and traveling around and hitting different fields and understanding it's not all one way. You know what I mean? Different fields have different setups.
That's facts.
That's what I like so much about Shot Zone is because every week that layout is different.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I'm spending
Yeah.
all of my time there, I'm not falling into that, like you're saying, that complacency of same layout, same spot. You know where to go, where they're going to come from, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have that option.
No. I will tell you, ET definitely makes people figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, you had fun this week? That's cool.
Sure.
When you come back, re-strategize next week. You know what I mean? Let's see what the fuck you're made of for real. And I like that because he's presenting that challenge. He's never, and the best part about it is a team from out of town, you can't come out of town and say, they had the advantage. No, they didn't.
No, yeah, exactly. If you're switching
Still
the
not
field,
the
there's
same
no
as it
advantage
was,
there.
you know what I mean?
Agreed. I definitely agree with that.
So, you know, it's one of them things that I appreciate seeing. But again, when those things happen, you can see the ones that struggle a little.
Mm-hmm. Did they ever figure out who won the 44 tournament?
Nova?
Yeah.
What, last night?
Yeah.
It was Nova took first.
Elite took second. Then I think
and then I think it was Slaughter Gang and then us.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think SG was after that.
Yeah, I forget where everybody else placed. I just know that the first 4 places, because we were told that we hit 4th place out of the whole tournament yesterday.
Yeah, so I don't know. I seen the tag last night. Mom from Nova tagged a bunch of teams and stuff. And I seen an I asked who won. He said that they won. Nova won. So
yeah. So the way he listed them, I think, is actually incorrect order because he had the first 4 right. It was Nova, Elite. I forget who was 3rd, and then us, and then. Fuck, man, I'd have to pull a list up, dude.
I'm going to him right now to see if I can. All right, so what I'm seeing is Nova, Elite Airsoft, Sarah's for the boys, 3rd, Slaughter Gang, and then HSA, Cerberus, PRA, PBZ, CY Airsoft, First Response, Tootsie, and then Def Posse something?
F Posse, the Posse.
Def Posse. I don't even know if I talked to them at all. I might have and didn't even realize it. Most of these teams, I know who they are. So, yeah, as long as it's in that order, if anyone can see that. So,
you know, and I'll tell you something else. There was
Sorry.
Am I the only one that noticed how there was no flashlights out there yesterday? How they told everybody to take their fucking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that. We weren't sure if there was or not. I was like, well,
hey, listen. I'm just gonna say this from now on. Just understand when Off-White speak, I don't waste my breath. I'm speaking for a reason. And yesterday was a prime example yet again of the teams that like to shrug hits and hide behind lights and use their light as a piece of their skill.
Yeah. I mean, we thought about it yesterday. It was like if we get if they're being used, I have one to use. I'm going to use the tool and give it a level, a level ground to play on. If you're going to throw one in my eyes, I'm going to throw one back. But if they're not there, I have no problem with it. I like it that it's not there. If it is there, yes, I will send it back at you. But I definitely like the fact that we didn't have it.
I don't care who it is. But if you, and shout out to these boys right now in case any of them are watching, PRA, those boys are straight up. And as a matter of fact, I'll tell you something. I can tell you for a fact that anytime we face each other, we don't use lights.
That's good.
We're very straight up. And yesterday, we've been trying to get a match for months now. Months and months, and we could not get matched up. And finally, yesterday, it happened. And do you know that shit boiled down to a bucking tie? We came out of that shit 115 at 115 even.
That's crazy.
The shit was nuts. I mean, don't get me wrong. By the end of everything, I mean, like, yeah, we were like leading the bracket, but these motherfuckers there was putting in work. Boy, and I mean, the PRA is definitely one of the top teams at SS Airsoft. You know what I mean? Amongst a few others. So,
I could tell you firsthand that me and my boys, last time we had a home practice at Battalion, we ran no lights the entire time because the next speed tournament there, we're not going to run them.
Mm-hmm. It's better to adapt using them now and not using them now because the more and more people start to see the difference between the live streams and the photos and the ability to video shit with those lights gone versus when they're on the field is two different things. You know what I mean? So
for the spectators' experience, it's got to be on point to where they can see it. For the refs, perspective, it's got to be on point so it can be fair playing field for everybody. So it's a win-win without them. It's fun to use them, but ultimately, just like you have said, it's better without them.
Yeah, I'm cool with it in like rec play type of stuff. Like Steve knows with it, the HGK indoor, it's meant for flashlights.
Yeah, the
cool.
CQB field right there. Yeah.
But as far as competition goes, I'm done with it. I'm even almost borderline done with the Bifrost because even those are so bright that it's the same thing.
Yeah, I had my flash turned off. I use it as just a regular tracer. That's right.
Yeah, I was me
just
too.
Regular.
I don't even
realistically that tracer,
a blaster.
That tracer.
The best thing to do is to get a UV light in your hop up, the max hop up.
I had that, but
I like my Bifrost. It is one of the longest lasting Ace Tech tracers on the market so far. I'll go for it, man. I love it. Just as a tracer and stand alone.
But it's
like what 26,000 shots or something like that.
It's a lot.
Steve, is Cracks and Pax still loading for you?
Yeah, everyone's Cracks is, Pax is, and
I think
actually
that might
you
be because
are.
of OBS. That might
Actually,
be
your
OBS.
other one, Fresh, there, still doing. Yeah, there's 3 that's
It's
been doing it for them two the entire time on my end.
We'll see it the whole time though.
I'm gonna throw my PC out.
Clearly.
I don't know how many of you guys actually personally follow me, but you guys might want to keep your eyes open. I got a post that's going to go up tomorrow.
I know about it.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I was over there liking some of your stuff about 2 seconds ago. Actually, I seen it after I looked at the story. I was like, click, click.
Yeah, he's like, I need to.
Listen,
I've got something bigger coming. I'm gonna do a high Kappa giveaway. Also, I'm probably gonna give away a cold match. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna wait a little bit and we're gonna see how things go. It's not necessarily for a like a follow, like tag this guy and tag this guy. Like no. I don't want all that shit. Like I just want to give back to the followers and the supporters that I do have that honestly, without your supporters, you're really not shit. I don't care if you're a good player or not. Without my supporters, I'm really not a player, and I know that. And I that it's following me. I fucking appreciate you and any support that you show. If I don't follow you back, I'm sorry, but understand your attention. It's not unnoticed. It's all there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I want to start giving back a little more than I, and so I started this weekend, and I'm gonna continue off and try to do a couple more giveaways this week. So
yeah,
that's
I'm
good
actually I'm following your lead on that. I don't have it accessible right now, but I'm working on building an AAP for a giveaway for followers for myself. So when we get there, I'll be closer and I'll announce all of that stuff. But it's do all the tags and all that. I want it pure organic. If you're into what I'm posting and what I'm into, cool. But I'm not reaching.
I did one that I was thankful for.
You were there yesterday for the tournament, right?
No, I didn't get to make it. I wanted to, but
they were out there doing a bunch of giveaways and shit, and I bought a whole fucking bunch of kids, and then I had some that were given to me, and I was sitting there, man, like this, and I was like, all right, well, I want to try to win a whole bunch of shit and see what I could do. And I ended up winning like this like Gen 3 like Lancer tactical rifle or whatever. And I don't know if you guys have seen my gun case, like, but there's nothing that I'm gonna be able to do with that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I looked around and just kept trying to find like the newest kid that I possibly could. And actually, Houdini, one of my teammates, he gave the kid a backpack. But the kid, it was his first day ever playing Airsoft. He'd never played before. He ended up showing up on a day where they had some badass event going on, and that was his first impression of Airsoft. Like this is what Airsoft is like.
Yeah, that's just what a first impression.
Yeah, I fucking turned around and gave it to him. You know what I mean? And the look on this fucking kid's face, dude, just absolutely.
He was using a rental that day, right?
Huh?
He was probably using a rental that day. You think?
I think so. As a matter of fact.
Yeah, him and his brother were running rentals.
Yeah, I believe his dad, because his dad came up to me after everything was all said and done and thanked me, and I told him it wasn't nothing that I don't want to be thanked. You know what I mean? I want to see people getting into the sport. Let's bring them. Let's bring more in. Let's grow the community. Let's help show these kids the positive side, because unfortunately, there's a lot more cringe videos out there than there are of the positive shit. You don't. There's not so much of the interactions.
Personally, I hate seeing shooter videos. Like, they're so common in Airsoft and the hot topic, actually. So.
That needs to be done, because
I agree.
If they don't get called out, they're going to continue to shrug hits, and they're going to think it's okay, and they're going to get away with it. And there comes a time where you realize in this sport, above all, this isn't paintball.
Facts.
Yeah.
We don't have fucking get painted. We don't get markered. We can't rub. We can't wipe.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing there that shows that we got hit other than the ref, and that's if he can fucking see straight, right? So you think about this, and you just take this into consideration. If you don't blast these guys at some point, like, hey, this guy's shrugging hits, they're gonna keep doing it, and it comes down to integrity in this game.
Facts.
Yeah.
It is your integrity,
No way.
and if you could have some of the nicest gear, you can have some of the nicest equipment, you can have some bomb-ass sponsors, whatever you want to call it. But if your integrity is ass, bro, that's what your team's worth.
Nobody wants to play with you.
Huh?
Nobody would want to play with you.
No. And I'll tell you what, you see it a lot in teams when you see all of a sudden players just pow, pow, pow. All of a sudden they're on different teams. You know it's integrity issues. Mm-hmm. We've all seen it out of different teams, but we've all seen it. Where the integrity gets shot, and next thing you know, they're breaking up, changing their name, changes a couple players, thinking that they're being slick, thinking, okay, well, if I move this guy and this guy around, then we can go back and play and we're cool. Nah, dude.
Yeah, we still know who you are, yeah.
Yeah, you
They're
and
exposed.
know that your integrity's ass.
They're exposed.
So, you know what I mean?
And the only way for them to honestly to get away from that persona, unless they want to keep that, is to start having some real integrity. Call a damn ricochet. If you think it's even ricochet, call it. Just call it. Just if you're not going to switch completely.
I've called myself on gun hits before.
Yeah, gun hits. Like,
well, you have to.
Some
they
of them,
count.
yeah. Sometimes they count. Sometimes they
well,
don't.
It was at the time we were at shot zone. They didn't count at their rule base.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
on the arena and what the tournament or league that's running that tournament is, but yeah. Right.
Agreed. And there's a switch. But you called it off, White. We've watched it so many times. They change teams. The teams change. They swap things. And you're like, we know who you are, bro. Like we know what to expect. And I hate that too. It's just like I don't want to think that about other people, but like, man, you brought that on yourself. You know what I mean? And it's not like, I mean, and I'd rather lose every damn game. As long as we have our integrity, I don't care what we lose, what goes on. I don't care, bro. It's not. I don't.
Stand up match, and I lost. Fine, but if you robbed me, I have a problem.
That is irritating. It's very irritating. And yeah, I understand. I don't want.
I know, bro.
I get it,
bro. But in every sport, there's cheaters. Every sport, there's people that take advantage. So the only thing we could do is each individual play with the utmost integrity, and then hopefully it spreads contagiously, and people continue to do it, and we have better environments and better situations and tournaments that are more fun for everybody.
You know what my favorite thing to do with cheaters is? Outplay them.
Outplay them. Yeah, I mean that makes it. Yeah, it makes it harder.
You cannot. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, you cannot outplay a cheater when they're cheating. You can run directly at a cheater and pop, 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 and hit him before he ever touches you one time. But if he hits you and you call it, but you hit him 3 times and he don't call it, guess who's off the field now?
I agree with that. I mean, I see that. I think trying to outsmart them in a way where, you know, if we know refs are on the outside and they're not on the inside, he won't call it on this inside. All right, I'm going to play you to come
Force
outside.
them out. Yep,
And
force
then
them
I'm
out.
going to try to get you shot in front of that ref and hope that ref sees it. I'm going to try to play you that way. Because in here, you're not calling it. Let's
Exactly.
pull you
Double
out
down
here.
on
Now, if you don't call it, he's going to pull your ass. That's the only way to kind of outsmart somebody. I mean, we're constantly trying to outsmart each other. If you're peeking high and then peek high, peek low, I'm trying to outplay you real quick. Just kind of using that to advantage. But like you said, though, if they're just not calling it, they're just not calling it. It sucks, too. I mean, we've had tournaments, I'm not going to say time frames or who's or nothing like that, but I will say in a recent of days, we had that situation where just nobody, and refs are right there. Where's the, you know, right in front of them, and where are you? And it's so frustrating. It is, but trying to keep that cool, you know, is like, and then give the fist bumps and stuff. You're just like, but you gotta be that better guy. It's just, you know, just be that better guy. Hey man, good game. You know, let me keep my integrity real quick. But you said it though, man. There's going to be cheaters and everything with this because we don't have markers, we don't have that. We have to have their integrity, and I think honestly too, as teams and team captains, it's up to a big thing. If you are the captain of the team and something keeps being addressed about a certain player, pull up on that player. Bench him.
That was the point I was going to make, like, to what Mason's point about the videos. It's being judicious about that in a way too, of like, okay, if you know what's happening, you have it on video, go to that captain first.
Mm-hmm.
Go have the conversations first. At least try.
But that didn't happen.
That doesn't work. Fine, blast them. They deserve it at that point.
I've done it to one individual, but I try to fall back. And sometimes I've done things like where I've shot somebody and I'm like, I got it in video, so I just zoom in, post the video, and let people just take it for how they see it. I'm not gonna say anything. Just
carry to it at all. Just this is what it is. You interpret it however
do with it what you
want.
please. I'm just posting my game. That's all.
Well, we've been to a bunch of tournaments, bro, and in different tournaments, you always get your arguments afterwards. I shot you. He shot you. This shot you. Did you see that? Check the footage. This and that wastes time. This weekend, there was none of that. SYG, Phantom, he was just pulling people. I watched him pull people that were still playing. Get off. Get off. Get off.
Yeah, they did a hell of a job for that. I give you that. I've seen a lot of that. A lot of people getting
That's
pulled.
something else I wanted to say about the game, too, going forward. I would like to see more collective in reffing, where everybody's on the same page, everybody's doing the same rule set, or like, you know, where the line of demarcation is as far as like, well, if you're kind of sure, should you sandbag somebody, or do you need to be 100% positive? Because some refs could be quicker to pull somebody than another ref. Like, nah, I'm pretty sure that was ricochet. I'm not going to go ahead and pull him because I'm not certain. I feel like more uniform across everybody as far as reffing goes. I don't know how you do that.
100%. And if each player had an assigned ref to them, that would be across the board uniform, and it would be untouchable because that refs would be on that player the entire time. Like how where Benji was sitting on the wall. He could see everything from that side. And on the other side, they had the other dude. He could see everything on that side. It was pretty well stacked to where they could see everything. It has to be that way.
Yeah, the reffing was amazing in the tournament.
I agree.
Big shout out.
Another thing I'd like to see too is like refs like legit like going through a process and knowing what they should be looking for, stuff like that. Because I feel like there's so many refs that just go out there and like not. I mean, to be fair, like yeah, a lot goes on. It's so hard for people to see what's going on, but I feel like they should be not like trained, but like in a way, like taught, like hey, this is what you should look for. This is what needs to be focused on.
Yeah, that's
and like, maybe more refs at that point too. Like SS, I've noticed like when we were there like maybe a year ago, and it was Jason and Fresh and me, there's a couple times where we've seen teams that they were throwing beanbags all the time. I love seeing that because, like, sometimes, like, I've played games where that doesn't happen. You're like, come on, man. You don't want to yell it out because it's not the thing you want to do. You don't want to call someone else's hits. Like,
There for a reason.
I agree with
Throw
that.
that
And giving, not just throwing people out there to ref necessarily, but like that's why I like it when there are players that actually like play that field sometimes to do that. Like they know what to look for. You can see it when somebody takes a hit. You can see their body movement. We know how it looks. So it's kind of hard to hide. So when you have refs that actually know what to look for and being able to know the different, I can't tell you how many times I've shot myself in the face by pulling the trigger too quick before I peek out. So many times I've called myself on it because I didn't know. I shot myself, but he was looking at me when I come out, and then I start to run. I'm like, I just shot myself, but I'm already running off the field. Just go to the dead box. I'm not gonna turn around and try to argue about it. But refs knowing how to look for that as well. We've probably all done it. Shot ourselves in the face because we shot too quick before he peeked out. But refs knowing to see that, like he just shot himself, and it's hard to tell sometimes when you have, you're about to peek, you pull the trigger too soon, shot yourself, but at the same time he's already sending BBs. I get it. It's happening so fast. Most of these BBs are moving at 280, 300 miles an hour, or feet per second. So it's like, it's fast, It's hard to tell what's going on. But, the flinches, like I said, is the big thing. Seeing reactions of people, it's a dead giveaway every single time.
They be flinching every time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear that one. Whoever said that.
They be flinching every time.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah. There's
A battalion that happened.
Yeah.
I shot a kid in the ass and he jumped, and the ref seen it. You could tell like it hurt him, like because we shoot out there, we shoot 360 FPS.
Yeah, that's moving.
And for it with AEG.
Yeah, those are scooting. Those are scooting. Yeah, there's a lot of things, man, but I think. We're always going to have the people that's going to do that. We're not going to get it to go away. I think just good refs, good stuff, and then just, when it boils down to
It's
it,
on
just
you at that point.
just keep our integrity. Just keep doing, the right thing, man. So what if we don't win everything? So what if whatever the case is, man? Because I believe in a way, if you just do what you're supposed to be doing, man, your moment will come. Your team's moment's gonna come. Just do right. If you get hit on the finger, nobody knows it, but you know it. Go, man. Go to the dead box. Give that man his shot. That he hit you. He worked.
I always said,
hard
if you're
for that,
good, there's no need to cheat.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
it's unnecessary. It really is.
Most definitely. There's no room for a sport to grow, and there's no room for it for these little kids
That's
to
another reason why I like to be last one.
grow to them.
What, Rhett?
I said that's another reason why I like to be last one alive, because I got everybody's eyes on just me. So
That's
they gonna know for a fact that my integrity is built because they gonna see them BBs flying over my head and not touching me. And I'm not.
Do you know how that drives me nuts?
That is
though,
funny.
bro?
I never saw it like that.
Yes, I love that. I love that
I
feeling.
like
'Cause
it.
when I walk off the field, everybody's gonna be like, "Damn, I respect him that much more," because they all had to watch me do that.
All eyes
If
on
you're
you.
alive, that means I'm dead, and that means I can't say anything.
Yeah.
And I'm screaming for you, bro, because I'm so excited. You and Ben are my last man standing clutch players of the lifetime.
If it's me and Rhett, you don't get
It's over.
I don't know.
We're
We got
gonna talk without speaking.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would bet my left on both of them to be strong as the last person and clutch up and do something with it to where everybody's like, damn, that kid just pulled that shit off.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier, man. I love that pressure
Yeah,
too. Like you're the last guy standing. 3 of them.
I'm
love
not fair
me.
sure.
Bro, I was the last one with Off-White when he executed me.
That's always good stuff. Hey, look at that look on his face. It's like, my bad, man.
Dog, if you'd have seen my face, like in the way that I felt when it happened, I came around and once I popped him and realized he was walking out, I hit YSP, he started walking out, and I swear to God, listen, I almost set my motherfucking voice up because I was like, clear. It was not clear. This little motherfucker here was tucked down in the barrier. I didn't see him. So when I turned around and I seen him, I went from this, I was like, and I just walked on. It was like,
I think I got that shit recorded.
do you? Do you seriously have this?
I'm pretty sure I
he
do.
does it. Bro,
I'm
he
pretty
does
sure
it.
I do.
Bro, he does it.
I seen a. I don't know. If
I want to see it. I want to see what it looks like from the outside really bad because I felt like a dick. I'm not going to lie. You know? Love you. You know?
Love you.
Live. Listen, when he sent me the knot, I was like, oh my God, dude.
What were you shooting up there? Because it did swell up.
Way worse.
What'd you say?
It was
Picture
swell.
was way worse.
Picture was way worse.
Way worse.
Dude, shout out to Houdini. That guy's a heck of a player.
That's
Heck of a
my
player.
the hole right there. That boy's a fucking problem.
That boy's a heck of a player. I literally enjoyed the heck watching him.
Same with Scotto.
Ears and
Oh,
brains.
yeah, much love for
Scotto
Scotto.
is one of my favorite pistol players, bro. Scotto is nasty.
Much love for him.
Scotto is fucking.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
I'll tell you what, shout out to him because that boy has come a long
Oh, yeah.
fucking way, man. And when I tell you now, like before, I'd have dragged him all over that motherfucking field. And he'll admit it, he'll tell you. Now, I'm not so sure of that shit, dude.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is something else. But I think it's because he's taken some of his downfalls and he's just drilled it into himself to fix it.
Yeah.
And now but his benefit is also that he travels.
Yeah, I know. He's played everywhere, dude. He has played
so much
everywhere.
content.
He's a nomad. So you got to think he's got a little bit of everybody's style in him.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
his style is not like anyone's. It's literally unmatched.
And he's 6'3" and can get behind a 1 foot barrier and you would not see him. I swear to God, he would lay down.
And same thing Off-White was saying in person at SS. He has, like y'all said, traveled and has soloed everywhere and has so many different styles of play inside of him, inside of one person, and able to play different play styles at a different time, anywhere, anytime.
Not only
He's
just
still
the
in for us.
ability to just use any gun you give him on top of that.
Go follow him. Look at all his videos.
Shotgun, yeah, I was saying.
Every
With the
day
shotgun,
he
nasty,
video with
bro.
a new gun. He's using new guns too. He doesn't just use a pistol. My man uses a shotgun, an AR, a pistol, anything.
Hey, listen,
revolvers, anything, a sword,
I saw his one
anything.
video. He dropped the fucking shotgun like this and hit him with the pump. It was like, "Pah!" I was like, oh shit. But it's that Fight Club shit at N1.
Yeah.
He does a lot. So when we played that shit the other day, that shit was like instinct for him. He knew exactly. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, man. We got to the B&B, bro, and shout out to the SYG boys, man. I miss seeing them. I don't, we they're good people, man. But we were at the B&B, man, and Roy said to me, he's like, man, he fucking surprised me. He was like, that motherfucker just, and even Rooster, he said himself, he's like, dude, he was like, he was on it. You know what I mean? He was just doing what he needed. And I was just, I'm telling you, I was fucking proud of the boy. He shocked a lot of us that day. But it's really due to a lot of the guys over there on the West Coast fucking just, I mean,
He brings
you go
that.
out there and play, it's a different style than here. You know what I mean? They're more aggressive. It's you got to think a lot of players here, they too slow.
Dad, try to talk a little bit louder.
A
Keep cutting out.
lot of people I've noticed is the stop and go. Just run up, take your time, then move up again. Like y'all always say,
That's
No
what people
break.
don't
Just
understand.
go.
Really, you gotta take your time.
You have
That's
to
a
assess
time game.
fast and assess as you're moving. Period. Like, and what I hope there's some video of it. There was one point where I moved from back right up to castle, and you'll see I was really gonna go for a sweep, but you'll see last second I stopped and went behind castle and held it. And it was because as I was pacing the field, I was assessing. And as I was assessing the field, I seen a homeboy move. And when he moved, I knew if I came out from behind castle, he was going to smack me. So you stop and you readjust this way and try to come out this way. And it worked for one of them. So I got hit, but it is what it is.
All right, fellas. I don't mean to be rude, but I do have to get ready for work.
Yeah, I'm going to get ready to jump up off here and go take a shower and get ready to lay down. My fucking body is so goddamn hurt, man. My finger, I'm pretty sure it's fractured somewhere in here. But it's okay because I ate like 500 milligram, 800 milligram ibuprofens and put my gloves back on and went back to work. You know what I mean? But my fucking elbow's swollen.
January tournament. This guy hurt himself. I did something to my thumb. I couldn't even hold on to my gun with my left hand, so I made wrap the hell out of it with tape in this shape so I could hold on to the pistol grip and just threw my glove over the top of it and just rocked it all day.
That's how
you do it.
That's hard. Sacrifice that are made a lot of the times are so behind the curtains that the people from the outside looking in don't understand that. They think it's like, hey, just grab a gun and go play. And it's like, bro, this is wartime. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between public play and competitive play. I tell you that, especially depending on the kind of tournament you're playing. And it's fucking, you definitely push to your limits and see what you got in you. Oh, I know that for a fact.
I switch modes in tournament.
Yeah. I think one mode, kill mode, crackdown mode.
Yeah, they try to come talk to me. I'm just nodding my head. Yeah, no.
Including us. He does that to us too. One day it was a little tournament day. I looked and turned at Rhett and I was like, "Was Brain good, bro?" He's like, "Yeah, man. That's just how Ben is."
Game mode kills. Can't help
it. Well, look, fellas. It was good. Right, bro. I appreciate you letting me stop in, Steve.
Much
I
love.
say bye to everybody.
Much love.
Ain't no problem, man. I appreciate you coming in.
I appreciate all the support, man. I'll keep it up. Hey, and check this out. I do have some patches here. I see what y'all was saying when y'all was talking about them. I do have some here. Let's make sure y'all DM me on IG and let me get your address and I'll try to get them mailed out. But I've got 3 left.
Bring me one to Shot Zone.
They're as good as gone.
Bring me one to Shot Zone.
All right.
They're as good as gone.
Yeah, I'll see y'all.
All right, have a good one, bro.
Off-white's energy is always so great.
Oh yeah,
I love
like,
it.
Up here. It's above the camera. That's how high it is. I love that, dude.
Dad, I didn't know. Oh, right.
All right, fellas.
Yeah.
All right,
Have a good night.
Hey, Mark.
Good seeing y'all.
Peace out, Prudy.
Be representing.
Peace out.
I appreciate you, Fruity. I really do.
I love you, boys.
Love you
too,
bro.
Boys.
DSK.
DSK on top, bro. AAP gang.
AAP
Yes,
gang.
always. AAP gang, always.
Hashtag Kappa Killers.
Yeah.
I'm a Glock killer, sorry.
I can't lie. Steve's Kappa with that pink slide is low key. Yes.
My favorite color, pink.
I love that
Wait,
too.
ooh.
Look at that. Ooh.
All right. Oh,
Ben, that's you, Ben. That's all.
me, it is.
I
Pink
love it. It is beautiful. I love it. This is driving me nuts. I still got a purple one here on the end, but I'll change it. It looks good. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And it's a 4-3. Just saying.
Yeah, I like 4-3s.
That one's spicy right there. I love that.
I just think these as much as your whole slide.
Dad, go do it. Dad, just do it. Go do it. Hurry up. Go do it.
No.
Here we go. Y'all don't even know.
And actually, I got some new parts, so I'm going to change some stuff up.
Are you
then-
ready?
I'll be putting one of these together for a giveaway for the followers soon, so be on the lookout for that.
I like how he did the walk around of the case first.
Yeah.
Are you ready to rumble?
You need an adapter? You got the Monk one too.
Oh yeah,
Are you ready?
and yeah,
Oh shit.
Monk adapters are where it's at. They
Oh
are
yeah, Monk
where
Custom.
it is at.
Shout out to Monk Customs.
I mean,
My Monk film comes this week. I can't wait.
Oh, I can't wait to see that thing.
I can't wait to get the F2.
Oh, you know what that means? F1, baby.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate all y'all. All y'all in
Bye,
here.
Cody.
yeah, man, I appreciate you, Cody. Really do, man.
I didn't call you out. I'm sorry, but shout out to Praetorians, all of HSA. Y'all already know.
Yes,
Everybody
sir.
Pitch on the other side.
Yes,
Yep,
sir.
peace out.
Good night, man.
I was asked
Be
if
good.
I was going to GE this week. No, I'm actually going to HTK in Indiana this week.
Is there a tournament at GE?
I have no idea. I won't be back at GE for. I don't even know. That's a long.
It was
trip for me.
definitely a good experience, but it's gotta wait off.
It's gonna be a good while before I go back to that again. Not that it was bad. It was great, but it's
More playing.
6. It's a lot. 6 hours is a lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
Did anybody ask any questions that they want to ask us anything?
That's what I was about to.
Yeah, man.
That's what I was
So-
wondering.
Or Q&A.
I was kind of looking back a minute ago to see if somebody's kind of said something that was. I see Pumbaa in here. I see you, bro.
Oh, what's up, Pumbaa?
Shout out Puma. Cosmic Puma.
Voorhees. Yeah, it's been Oh, I thought that stopped. Scared me there for a moment.
Imagine. Oh, man. That would suck. Dad, did you ever get that Monk adapter to ever work, or is it still down?
No, it was good the last time. I think I just need to lube the feed lips to get it to wear in.
Yeah. You fixed it and everything now?
Yeah, I got the new gas on it. It's good money.
That feeds. Feeds great.
Yeah, the Monk changed. It makes me want to play. If I had to play with the tap or the primary, I don't think I would as much. I had one last year on a TM build that I had, and I played with it, but not as much as my rifle. And I think it was the adapter, because not even a couple months ago, I was talking about how I probably wouldn't even buy another TM, and then I got the Galaxy and got the adapter for it, and it changed everything for me. It really did. Just the way to play with it. And then I was like, why not just get another TM? And then now I have one that I really enjoy, other than it failing on me over the weekend. But I enjoy it a lot. It's different way to play. It's a different way to experience airsoft for sure with these tournaments. But my rifle's
100%.
still
I
my baby.
definitely start playing as a pistol player anymore. It seems like I'm good with pistol. I'm just always played as a pack player anymore.
Yeah. A lot of people tell me that I overshoot.
Mason, bro, our chemistry is such on point with you covering us in that corner, bro. I wouldn't feel safe with anybody else covering me.
Take that for what it is. It's a fact.
Yeah, dude, you're for a big guy, which is no secret. You are a bigger guy. You get
250 pounds.
contorted, the most contorted positions that are concealable and mostly impressive for a big guy of your size. It's so.
And he'd be running down.
Oh,
Yeah.
and yeah, he's fast.
Faster than me.
Yeah, he's there. He's way faster than you. You're slow.
It's that years and years of soccer,
You just
man.
love Frankie.
Endurance in your legs.
Yo, watch
We still
out.
love you, Frankie, but it's okay.
Now give him a dirt bike and he's fast, but
Oh
On
yeah,
his-
Ben, you Ben
We'll give you
knows
your
what.
scooter. We'll give you your scooter, okay?
Well, you ain't gonna keep up.
Scooter boy.
We'll give you your scooter.
Scoot, scoot.
Where's Tom at? Oh,
He's here
Tom.
somewhere.
Jules is back. What's up, Jules?
What up,
We're
Joel?
having all the issues with this TTR
What's up,
trigger.
Jules?
It was good.
Your camera working?
Yeah.
Jules is my pistol player for the second team. Very, very strong. Don't ever sleep on Jules. He'll pop you.
Hell yeah.
It's always the practice.
I'm wondering what I'm gonna do. Since we're playing HTK this weekend, I think I'm gonna play my rifle the majority of the time, but some of me low key still wants to play with my pistol just a little bit.
What made you? I never got the whole spiel on why you switched from the ARP9 platform to the M4. I think I watched the video. I never really got it.
Speak.
More VBs.
When SpeakQB changed the rule, because they did it in like a 3-week kind of window there. They was like, hey, 4 mag capacity, I think it was, and 4 mag capacity put me at like 480 rounds. That was it with an ARP9 because I was using the classic armies. They only held 120 per mag, so I was like, that's not enough. So I went back to M4, basically to shift over to the EPM ones that they had because they was just now allowing it a lot. And then they switched it again. They changed the rule again and saying, all right, well now 1,000 rounds, how many mags you need. So they actually did that later. And there was a point of saying, I had 11 magazines on me of ARP non-mags.
That's a lot of.
But I was playing back line with that, and like it was very. I love that art, but I'm not going back. I'll stay M4. I like the M4 platform.
I mean, for the 250 rounds per mag, you kind of can't beat that.
No, and I don't.
favorite
Even as a
mags,
backline
huh?
player, I still don't go through the 1,000 rounds like that.
No.
Thank you, JJ, for that $2 donation. That's for sure.
I used a 250 round mag, like 2 rounds probably in my pistol.
But dollar for dollar, the G&G ARP9 is by far the best entry-level gun for any kid to get into the
For
sport.
the SSG1, the ARP9 and the SSG1.
Any one of speed or CQB rated guns are by far top-notch.
I think
The funniest story is like when I first started playing Airsoft, even without going to the field, I had an ARP9 decked out before I sold it and got myself a high kappa. And then I got my high kappa HPA. And then the first time I went to the field was on my birthday. And then I got noticed pretty quickly. And that's how it all started.
I like
But
the-
yeah,
Come
my,
naturally, honestly.
Almost a lot. You see a lot of kids at these fields. One day they got yellow or orange tips on these guns, and then the next weekend they've got
All
a
black now.
The jack
And-
in there.
HPA'd out. Like, does this kid work 2 jobs or something, or
Yeah,
what?
That's facts.
He's a speed softer now, so you better respect him.
Yeah, they even the ARP9, so SSG1 is, like you said, it's a great gun right out of the box, and
Yeah.
so is the ARP9 556 or the ARP 556.
That's the one I got.
It's a really good
I
one
got that.
out of the box.
Also, I tried out a Matrix Carla.
Yeah. that's
That
always
lasted
a
for like
cool
8
gun.
months.
Steve, that's what my dad is showing right now on his camera is a SSG1 with the ESG grip on it.
I can't even say it.
Oh, it's not loading.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's a ESG grip with purple F2. It's got the purple mag release, all painted, purple trigger guard, purple splash on the barrel.
The SG
Pretty
grips
dope.
are dope by Monker. I mean, that's what I have on mine. I have the G&G SRS with it and the ESG grip. I don't have mine tricked out or nothing. It's just black. Keep it all black.
Shout out to Rhett. Straight up. Shout out to Rhett. That gun came from Rhett. If I didn't have my boy Rhett, I wouldn't have that gun. I love it. Thank you.
After we finally get him, they freaking give it to you.
Yeah.
Wait,
Ben's butthurt.
I was waiting.
Paint job, bro. I owe you a paint job.
No, you painted my gearbox. It's GG.
You just splatter paint this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Every-
Right, you would be down for that? All green splatter?
Yeah, I would. But I wouldn't want like a bunch of green splat because I'm not a big fan of like painted guns. I just want like a little bit of splat. A little bit
Like
of slime to
exterior
it.
stuff.
Yeah.
A little bit of slime.
Accent. I like accent.
I'll give you the
Yeah,
cultivate.
like accents. That's what it's called.
I'll give him the Captain Jet.
The
Shout out
cultivate-
to my boy Black Zanati. Check out his Instagram. Go see that painted gun that he just posted. Your boy did that.
That shit
Let me-
was nice. I seen it.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. We do
I'm-
that in the
I'm-
backyard.
I'm a little trainee. I'm learning how to paint still.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're good though. You're good. You do your thing.
Then all we need you to do is just play. Don't try to take apart nothing.
Oh my! Every time that, as soon as you took apart that,
You're gonna
as
break
soon as you
something.
took apart that handgun, guess what? It don't work.
No, that one locked up for some reason.
Oh, cause you touched
Hey,
it.
though, man, because not everyone's built.
If I could just get my team to stop playing rec right before tourneys and tech, no rec and tech. That's the rule, boys. No rec and tech.
Oh, yeah, I'll leave my pistol
Because
on
rec,
now.
because Dad, we were talking about this. Tell him, rec makes you bored and won't make you not want to play. But when you don't play rec and you're long awaited, you're excited for the tournament and you're like more exhilarated to go.
So pumped up, ready to go.
I got that new build coming in for the tournament, but the slide from LA Kappa doesn't come. Yeah.
Skipped out a lot.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're lagging a little bit, Jules.
Yeah, you're frozen.
You're. The router's fried.
You got a potato.
Dad, don't worry, his thing's lagging.
And that's all you're right, folks.
Thank you.
His internet.
Oh, what's up,
Yeah.
Tom?
Well, you're
No,
back.
is Tom back?
Here, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
ahead and
yeah,
turn it on. Maybe it'll...
Did you go?
I
did
was
you go-
outside with my dog. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I'm still
What
here.
was
I
that?
just turned off my camera. Maybe it'll help.
How
What'd
was,
you say, Jason?
how was your dinner?
It's amazing.
There you go. It feels good to be home after the trips, bro. I'm just glad to see my family, to see my girls, see my dogs, be home. I haven't even actually sat down on my couch.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
exactly what he's doing
I'm,
right after
I'm
this.
so ready to hit the bed. My legs are so sore.
Oh yeah, I got school tomorrow. Oh my lord.
Well, it sounds like to me that we gotta start wrapping this up then by all y'all's comments.
Oh yeah. How long we been doing it? At 2 hours?
Yeah,
almost?
we're about right at 2 hours, which has been a
Hell
really
yeah.
good one.
Bro, time flies when you're having fun.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
It definitely does. And these have been really cool, man. I really enjoy doing these, and other people seem to like them. Get to hang out with people and stuff, and people seem to be taking to them. I have no reason to stop it. I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, keep up the great work, man.
I appreciate you, man. I'm just doing any little thing I can. I don't feel like I'm doing anything other than just hanging out with people. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And before we cut out, can I give a quick list of shout outs?
Yeah, feel free.
Xplex Paintball, Social Paintball, Speed Soft, Ben at Blowback Masters,
Yes, sir.
JJ Moore, Ethan at Shot Zone, Steve QB, every single one of y'all, HSA, LSA, we thank you for everything you've done to help us get where we are today. We appreciate you.
Well, I
Yes, sir.
know. I know we all appreciate you as well, man. I mean, we really, really do. It's nice to see teams with integrity and humility and things like that, man, and great skill to continue to show up and continue to grow. It's so nice to watch, man, and be part of. I'm honored to be part of meeting other teams like yourself, or like y'all selves, I should say, plural. Use that. And I look forward to it. I have no doubt y'all are going to continue to play, and I know we will cross paths again, and then hopefully we can shoot at each other soon.
Steve, I had a question.
Yeah.
Do you ever do like part twos, like part two podcasts, or no?
I don't, but I mean,
Okay.
if you have an interest in coming on here again, we can definitely put that on there.
Well, if you ever get questions, maybe follow up with previous interviews.
Yeah, it's. I wish I need to do captions for these. Like I need to do that and let it sink it and stuff like that. It's hard to remember. I've had some of the same conversations and so many of the same podcasts. What I need to do is I may end up doing it later. It'll take a while to build, but I may end up doing an extra or another Instagram page and just call it Coffee and Airsoft, and maybe taking small clips and putting them on there on the reels so you can see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe like the funny moments or something like that.
Yeah, just something silly I can do with it and kind of build a Coffee and Airsoft Instagram. I thought about doing it a couple times, but it takes
I
forever
haven't
to
got
build.
to it.
Instagram's hard to build.
Yeah, but
Speaking
channel.
of our boys, make sure you do. Trying to get them numbers up.
Oh yeah, everybody. Let me get a second. Everybody go follow dsk.airsoft. Road to 500. I think we're at 480 right now. Road to 500, and yeah, we're almost there.
When we get to 1,000, we're gonna give away something big. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's gonna be big.
And you're talking about y'all's Instagram, correct?
Yes, sir.
I will start sharing y'all's posts a little bit more on my stories. I'll definitely.
Yes, sir.
For y'all.
Really appreciate
All
that.
my
Also
boys.
trying to get some merch out there too as well. Very soon.
Yeah, soon. Some
Yes,
merch
sir.
coming.
Very soon.
Get a website going.
Yeah, we got one now. Still working on. I need to do more merch stuff, but we'll see. I need to update a lot of stuff. But beyond that,
Alrighty,
man,
boys.
I appreciate.
I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm ready to
All
hit the bed.
We appreciate you. Have a
Yeah,
good one, bro.
man. Take it
Will
easy.
do.
Peace.